Welcome back, warriors. So I wanted to show you that what we're doing with our office here. This is the new space. It is still pretty rough, but we're trying to organize things in a lot of bins. And this is my favorite area for my daughter, which is looking amazing. And then let me show you the chaos that we have in our living room. It's like I have to go through all these papers, which is insane. And then these, I think I could start a preschool, honestly. And over here, again, I think I could start a craft store or like scrapbook store because it's going crazy. Anyway, wanted to show you what we are leaving behind so that we could do our Book of Mormon reading. Okay, so now we're getting into the Book of Mormon, another testament of Jesus Christ, and we're going to be highlighting Mosiah chapter 17 here. Okay, and this is what we highlight. And our shielded stillness card, question prompt is, what's one memory that shows how far you've brought me? Ooh, I love that. And the one that shows me is me sitting on the bathroom floor in Paris, or sitting on or laying in my closet crying. Anyway, like that, those two memories help me see how far the Lord has brought me. Okay, so here we go. Alma believes and writes the words of Abinadi. Abinadi suffers death by fire, which is the worst. And he prophesies disease and death by fire upon his murderers, about 148 BC. And now it came to pass that when Abinadi had finished these sayings, that the king commanded that the priests should take him and cause that he should be put to death. But there was none among them whose name was, but there was one among them whose name was Alma, he also being a descendant of Nephi, and he was a young man, and he believed the words which Abinadi had spoken, for he knew concerning the iniquity which Abinadi had testified against them. Therefore he began to plead with the king that he would not be angry with Abinadi, but suffer that he might depart in peace. Now, I love that that's what Alma tried to do, you know. I'm going to highlight right here. Iniquity, you know. So that is the wrong marker I'm using. I'm like, what yellow is that? Okay. But the king was more wroth and caused that Alma should be cast out from among them and sent his servants after him that they might slay him. But he fled from before them and hid himself that they found him not. And he being concealed for many days did write all the words which Abinadi had spoken. And it came to pass that the king caused that his guards should surround Abinadi and take him, and they bound him and cast him into prison. And after 3 days, having counseled with his priests, he caused that he should again be brought before him. And he said unto him, Abinadi, we have found an accusation against thee, and thou art worthy of death. For thou hast said that God himself should come down among... Oh boy. Take me a while to flip. The children of men. And now for this cause thou shalt be put to death, unless thou wilt recall the words which thou hast spoken evil concerning me and my people. Okay, he was just speaking the truth, not evil, but, you know, the wicked take the truth to be hard. Okay, anyway, now Abinadi said unto him, I say unto you, I will not recall the words which I have spoken unto you concerning this people, for they are true, that they may know of their surety I have suffered myself, that I have fallen into your hands. Yea, that's true, right? Because he was commanded to do so. Yea, and I will suffer even until death, and I will not recall my words, and they shall stand as a testimony against you. And if ye slay me, ye will shed innocent blood, and this shall also stand as a testimony against you at the last day. And now King Noah was about to release him, for he feared his word, for he feared that the judgments of God would come upon him. See, and that, yes, they would. And that's where you needed to go. That was the Spirit talking to him, right? But then he delayed, right? That's what happens to us. When we delay on the spirit promptings, we allow the adversary to get into our minds and hearts. But the priests lifted up their voices against him and began to accuse him, saying, "He has reviled the king." Therefore, the king was stirred up in anger against him, and he delivered him up that he might be slain. See, so you got to act quick on spirit promptings. He's the king. He could have done whatever he wanted, you know? Anyways, whatever. What's done is done, right? And it came to pass that they took him and bound him and scourged his skin with faggots, yea, even unto death. And now, when the flames began to scorch him, he cried unto them, saying, Behold, even as ye have done unto me, so shall it come to pass that thy seed shall cause that many shall suffer the pains that I do suffer, even the pains of death by fire. And this because they believe in the salvation of the Lord their God. Okay, and then verse 16. And it will come to pass that they shall be afflicted with all manner of diseases because of your iniquities. Yea, and ye shall be smitten on every hand, and shall be driven and scattered to and fro, even as a wild flock is driven by wild and ferocious beasts. And in that day ye shall be hunted, and ye shall be taken by the hand of your enemies, and then ye shall suffer, as I suffer, the pains of death by fire. Thus God executeth vengeance upon those that destroy his people. O God, receive my soul. And now, when Abinadi had said these words, he fell, having suffered death by fire, yea, having been put to death, because he would not deny the commandments of God, having sealed the truth of his words by his death. Oh, that is always so sad to me that people have to die for that. Well, that for the Lord. I mean, it is, you know, because it's like people should just be able to do that, to just live and testify, you know? Okay. We take those things for granted for sure. Okay, and now when I had said these words, okay, so he was put to death because he would not deny the commandments of God. Okay, and then I know there's probably more stuff. Okay, lifted up voices against him. Deliver him up that he might be. Do not kill the prophets, you know? All right, and then there's the graphic death there. All right, now we will do our Book of Mormon page title for page number 180. 180, Death of Abinadi. Oof. So sad, right? Death of whoops. Death of Abinadi. All right. Now we can reverse highlight our scriptures. Kind of going out of order today. And so he prophesied. Whoop, that's not where I wanted. I wanted to come here. He prophesied that these guys would die the same death. So we'll get to see that prophecy come to life. Okay, hold on. Spoken evil. Speaking evil is... Oh, never mind. That is not evil because he was not speaking evil. This was... Let me write that down. I'm writing truth in there because it's technically not evil. Whoops. Why? Because it was true words. Okay, now we are good. Let's see our progress. It's looking so good. I love it. It looks so pretty. Okay. Until Mosiah chapter 18. Stay strong, warrior.